So we were now on to day 12, which was the second last day of our trip. We were leaving Pristina in Kosovo and heading for Bansko in Bulgaria. Now it was a journey of about 356 kilometers, I think, and it was giving us a travel time of roughly 5 hours. But on the way we were going into North Macedonia. We were going to visit the capital, Skopje. Now we didn't leave till later that morning. We actually took advantage of the hotel facilities. We got up, had a bit of breakfast and decided we'd go down and have a swim, and got into the jacuzzi and that and just relaxed a bit. Now it was nice just to relax before we actually hit the road. So anyway, if anyone that's been following the videos, I've been a bit late with these ones now because it's actually January 2023 now. We're back 6 months and I meant to have them finished a long time ago, but with Christmas and just life in general, it kind of got put on the long finger. But anyway, look back to the videos now and try and get them finished up and done and dusted. Now, like I said before in one of the earlier videos, you're better off to hit the motorways and the main roads and try and make up time. It just gives you more time in your destination, whatever city or town you're going to. But anyway, we reached the border crossing between Kosovo and North Macedonia, and lo and behold, after travelling the whole way across Europe, across maybe 13, 14 countries, our insurance documents were in order at every other border crossing, but when we reached the one to go into North Macedonia, our insurance wasn't good enough. We needed a green card seemingly from our insurance company, which you weren't going to get there and then anyway, and as far as I knew, you didn't need a green card. Our insurance documents were good enough in every other country. But anyway, lucky enough for us, they have the facility there to cover you with insurance for up to 12 days if you pay a €50 charge, which is quite convenient for somebody anyway. But we went over to the office to pay the €50 because we'd very little choice, because to drive around North Macedonia would have put about 400 or 500 kilometers on our journey, so you're kind of snookered. But anyway, we went in and took out the credit card to pay, and lo and behold, there's no credit card facility, it's cash only. And don't worry if you haven't got cash on you, because by a bit of luck they have a cash machine in the office, so you can withdraw money there. So how lucky were we? But anyway, look, after paying the €50, we crossed the border anyway and headed on towards Skopje. I'm not saying it was a scam, but I leave that to yourself anyway to figure out. Now, Skopje is the capital and largest city in North Macedonia. It's also known as the City of Statues because no matter where you look in the city, there's statues all over the place. Now, Gary actually got talking to a guy that was selling sunglasses, and he reckons it's the government or local council is trying to develop the city more as a tourist destination, and they reckon by putting statues all over the place that they're going to achieve this. But neither him nor us had a whole pile of faith in it. I don't know whether it's working for them or not, but look, it was probably the fact that we had to pay the €50 to cross the border. We were only spending a few hours in the city itself before we headed on to Bulgaria. We spent a few hours walking around looking at the statues and that, but to be honest with you, weighing up everything, I don't think it's not a place I'd be going back to anyway. And if you're doing a tour across that way, I'd be going a different way anyway, just for the sole reason of having to pay the 50 quid to get in. But anyway, look, it is what it is. I'll play a bit of video now with some of the statues and that, but to be honest, we didn't see much else in the place. We stopped and had a bit of lunch in one of the restaurants, but Look, maybe I'm doing the place a disservice, I don't know, but to me, I wouldn't be rushing back again. It definitely wasn't our cup of tea anyway. So that was it for Skopje, for better or for worse. We hit the road again, back on the motorways, and made our way to our final border crossing, crossing from North Macedonia into Bulgaria, our final country. Now, we arrived in Bansko later that evening, and to be honest with you, we didn't even go into the town of Bansko. We checked into the hotel. There was an Italian restaurant straight across the road from it. We went over there, had a meal, and back to the hotel and got our heads down. I suppose the fact that we were coming near the end of the journey and looking forward to getting to Burgas in Bulgaria the next day and meeting up with our families again, we just wanted to get our heads down, get a good rest, and hit the road early the next morning. So that was it for day 12.